What I want you to do is be very careful with social media. Like, always focus on consuming content from people that you want to be like. So, for myself, I only consume content that is either from a high value male or someone who's achieved some very, very crazy things, like monumental successes. I don't consume content and things that are just low value, low sort of return in investment, and that time I'm not going to get back. I don't want to sit at the end of the video and be annoyed and be vexed that I just watched that shit. Like, I do not want to be in that position. So what I want you to do right now is unfollow all the people that you know aren't good for you. They never preach a good message. They never freaking tell you how to live your life so that it can be better. For example, the only content I consume nowadays is either Hamza's long form, Andrew Tate on Instagram, Nathan Nazareth, who else? Iman Gadzi, even. Like, all the people who are actually preaching a really, really good message, and they've achieved things that are commendable, and they will actually inspire you to do better and want better and try more. For example, everything you consume, if you think about it, if you're consuming it maybe like 3 to 4 hours a day, it builds up in your head. It's like, think about it like a tap dripping. That if that tap keeps dripping in the same location, which is your brain, eventually it's going to make a dent. So if all those droplets of water are just shit droplets filled with like sewage and all sorts, that is, yo, I can't see a thing. I have to for the video. um, that is dangerous, because then eventually you're going to be full of brain rot and full of just rubbish. Like, you're not going to want to achieve anything. You're not going to want to do anything. Whereas if all of it is filled with these high value men who are preaching some crazy messages, like, you need to build, like, depression is not real because you need to build a highly competitive mindset. And if you focus on things that take away power from you, and you believe in things that take away power from you, what are you doing? Like, that's so dangerous for you. You want to only believe in things that actually give you power and make you stronger and make you highly competitive in this PvP world. So if you're always consuming that type of content, you eventually start emulating these people. Like, I've started to notice when I look back at a lot of my content, a lot of it resonates Andrew Tate content or Iman, Hamza. Like, even this video is very Hamza-esque, and it's because I love this content because I feel like it is high value for myself, and therefore I believe if my younger self was watching it, which he did used to watch, my younger self did all these things for me to be in this position today. So if I'm now creating this content for that younger person, he's going to see loads of value from it. And it's no shaking ass on screen, there's no dopamine, it's genuinely just good shit. Oh, I was about to head into a pavement. And that is exactly where you want to be, is where you open your Instagram, you open your YouTube, and it's just filled with inspiration, filled with good shit. And I don't mean fully eliminate it, because that's impossible. Like, even I have a few like people that I follow or a few reels that pop up that are generally low value, just dopamine shit, because you have to not balance it out. I don't believe in balance, but you have to enjoy yourself. You have to make the journey a little bit more enjoyable so you can stay on it long term. Especially if you come from a low value place in terms of you're fucking wanking every day and you're so obsessed over girls. Like, whenever one walks past in the gym, you're there, you're going like this. Like, you have to lower it slowly and keep it sustainable, because there's consistency and sustainability that gets you the results. It's not these rash changes overnight that you only follow a diet or a routine or a habit or a mindset for a week and you expect changes. Like, that's not how it works. And when you build a feed, like your algorithm, your social media algorithm, when it's built to this level where everything is feeding you, like, if I wake up in the morning and I feel depressed, first of all, that's fake. But if I feel, let's say, lower than I did yesterday, I will open my feed after the 15 minutes of just lying there staring at a wall, regulating myself, and it will just be Tate shouting at me, or Iman saying this, or someone who's achieved millions. Like, I really like watching what's his name? How have I forgotten his name? It's a Pakistani guy with a bagatti. Some of you are probably screaming his name right now. Lord Aleem. I love watching Lord Aleem because he's like me, he's a Pakistani, and he's achieved wonders. And I know there's a lot of like theories and controversies around him that, you know, his dad did this, his dad did that, and his money's not. I don't care. He still started a business. He's still killing it in the space. He's still networking with all these high individuals. So for me, it's like I would much rather ignore all the like, all these things that people say about each other on social media is so daft. Like you trying to bring someone else down. Do you know how silly that sounds? For example, you are so disappointed in yourself and you're so bitter about your own life that you've gone and seeked out everything that's wrong with someone, and you've nitpicked it and you've like blamed it on everything. Like that's so petty, and it doesn't do anything for you. You posting all these fucking things saying that his money's not him, it's not real, it's not this, it's not that. Do you know how petty you sound, and you know how bitter you sound? It doesn't help you. The other guy doesn't give a shit because he's still making money, he's still living a millionaire, billionaire lifestyle, and just don't do it. So when you look at these guys like Lord of Lean, whatever, it doesn't matter what controversies they have, they are still extremely successful. You can still use it as extreme inspiration and like a mood board type shit where you see what they've achieved. The Bugatti Chiron, the only rentable Bugatti Chiron in the world, and you use it as inspiration. You see it as a new ceiling. These guys, they're lifting the ceilings for us, so they're showing us what is possible. And now, because I'm so positively delusional in terms of my social media is impenetrable. Like there's only people on there that feed into my delusion. Everything I do, when I go to the gym, I'm working hard. When I speak to girls, they're all high value girls. I protect my energy. When I speak to my boys, I've only got 1 or 2 boys who feed into my delusion. I need to be hearing, not from yes men, that's not what positive delusional means, but it means that they are on the same path as me, God driven men, scared of God type men, and they want to be the best people possible and achieve the best. And when I do fuck up, they're telling me, yo, bro, you look kind of clowny here. Like, you need to fix up. Those are the type of people, those that feed into your positive delusion, because they'll say to you, you can achieve anything. You can achieve and do anything. And though they're the best type of people. So everything I do is now feeding into this delusion. All these high people are showing me a new ceiling, driving me to new successes. And every single time I step outside of my apartment, I always think of it as a gladiator arena. Like everything is built for me to achieve the best, do the best, and want the best. Like I rule this life. I am the creator of my life, and I will dictate my ceiling, what I achieve, and how I achieve it. In a very, very short time, I'm now shredded. If you guys saw me in the gym, I'm going to put some clips up, not in this video, in another video, of how I train and the things that I do, especially when I'm training for high rocks. I'll be running like crazy. I'm talking like 20 kilometers an hour, 2 incline, doing shit like burpees, and then I'm pushing a sled at like top speeds. Like, yeah, it might not be the best, might not be like Hunter McIntyre level, but it's still crazy for only training for 4 weeks. And it's all mental. My body, like right now, my chest here, it hurts. It's not even been chest. That's the crazy part. This bit hurts. Everything hurts, but it doesn't. I'm now doing an eating window, which is all mental as well. I eat between 6 to 10 p.m. And that is incredible because it allows me to shred quicker. It keeps my brain active. Like you can see how the way I'm speaking, I'm very articulate. I went through a phase where I had brain fog in one of my videos. That's why I told my editor to scrap it. Because when I was speaking to the camera, nothing was coming out clearly, nothing was coming out articulately. So I told him to scrap the video. I can't, like, I'll be honest about it. It's not like I'm trying to hide anything. But I think my brain was just so foggy because I was constantly consuming carbs, constantly consuming crap. And you are what you eat, you are what you consume. Social media especially. And that goes the same with diet. And now that I'm doing this eating window, I feel incredible. Like, I feel so quick. I feel so alert. Like, I'm recording here, but I'm still active in the scene. I've probably done more for my business in the last 3-4 days than I've done in like weeks because my brain is just so active. I'm not delaying anything. I'm not putting anything off. And that is exactly where you want to be, where your brain is allowing you to achieve these new things. And when you watch these guys on social media and you're seeing the new ceilings they're setting and you're doing everything you can to be able to achieve those things, the sky is not even the limit. The Andromeda galaxy is your limit. Some of you won't know what that is. That's calm. That's okay. Just search it up. Let's build our vocabulary, our mindset, our everything. And that is just what I've done, is that I've constantly focused on building everything about my being. Everything. There's not a single thing I haven't built or made better. But anyway, so that's kind of what the video is for today. Use the pre-workout. What? Here's me talking about brain fog and all that. Use social media to feed your delusion or show you new ceilings, show you what is possible, and show you things that are past your hometown, because a lot of you guys have the same friend circle you've had for years. You live in hometowns that don't really have these fast cars and crazy experiences and skyscrapers and all these crazy things. And you need to use all this stuff on social media to build your awareness of what is possible. And when you do see negative stuff on social media, realize it's just social media, and you can press not recommended or not. I don't want to see this again. Not interested. And don't be annoyed or be upset about anything you see on social media, because it's real, but it's not real. Like, it's real. The things you want to be real on social media are real. The things that you don't want to be real on social media are not real for you. So, for example, if I look at Tate's content and I see that he's got 40 million cars, I can either believe they're not real and then it becomes not real for me. It's very, very simple. Or I can believe they are real and it becomes very, very real for me, and that becomes my new ceiling. Everything in our world, it is all based on your beliefs. It's a cosmic ballot. The more you believe in something, the more likely it is to come to fruition in your reality. So if you believe with the utmost conviction that you will be somewhere in life and you will achieve all the things that you want to achieve, they will happen. Mark my words. And it is as simple as that.